Welcome back. I think you can see we are buzzing this morning, and with good reason. Team Western Cape returned home victorious after being crowned overall winners at a very competitive Winter National School Sport Championships in Durban, with gold in rugby and netball, the big ones, plus a Best Administration Award. It was a standout showing on all levels. And joining us here are Claude Meyer from the Department of Cultural Affairs and Sports, under-15 girls rugby coach Michaela van Wyk, and under-16 netball captain Tamsin Budger, and a couple of players that we're going to introduce you to in just a second. But can we get a resounding round of applause for Team Victory? Well done. I wish we had a live studio audience, and I say this every day. We should have brought in your teams. Congratulations. Claude, so much effort goes in on so many levels, and it's not just sport when it comes to young people, because you know it takes more than just performances on the field to get something like this right. How proud are you of this little family, let's call it, that are around you in blue and white?
I'm exceptionally proud. We've got Michaela, the coach of the girls rugby team. We've got the captain on the far right there of the netball team. Behind me, we've got Azra, and we've got Jared. So I'm exceptionally proud. Well, they're representing the 7 teams that competed at the championship. And we were just speaking before the show started, Graham. They absolutely smashed the other teams. They did exceptionally well.
You can gloat a little bit, girl. You're allowed to.
We are exceptionally proud because a lot of hard work went into it, but the stars are the athletes, and obviously supported by the coaches and the managers. So as a province, we went to go and defend our title. So we've won it now for 3 years in a row. So, yeah,
That's gloating, incidentally. If you wanted to get a few tips there, that's how you do it, girl. What is the key? What is the key to the success with a team this young to be achieving like this?
Team spirit,
Really?
trust and focus, hard work, grinding every day.
It's the grind.
Yeah.
I love that Warren Gatlin once said, do the stuff that doesn't require talent better than everyone else and see how good your team becomes. Then you can layer in the talent. To be the best in the land in netball, probably one of the most competitive school sports lanes you can stand in. What is the magic in the water with you? What is it about this team that allows you to click like this, do you think?
It's the team building and just there for one another, to support each other in everything that you do, and just...
Got your back.
Yeah.
They got your back. And that when you feel that on the field, like my closest mates are still the guys I played rugby with at school, because you bond in a way in that space. But it's the life lessons, it's everything else, that's the network around you that's growing. When you see this kind of achievement at this level, what do you want to do with this? What do you feel like now is incumbent on us to plug in and invest and do? How do we take these kids and take them to the next level?
Well, I think the most important thing is, firstly, we need to create opportunities for our kids, whether it be in sport, arts and culture, recreation. And that is what we've done. So the school sport program is aimed at, in the Western Cape particularly, getting into school participation back where it was before, revitalizing it, getting the schools to compete. You know,
it can't just be one pocket, one pocket.
So,
yeah.
you know, there are, we call it pockets of excellence across the province, and we want to make sure that every school, every learner has an opportunity to play in whichever code of sport they are interested in.
Access, yeah.
So, and also the national championship is it's part of the pathway. So you're playing at inter-school level, then the best get selected to represent their district, and then ultimately you represent the Western Cape to compete against the other 8 provinces. So there's an opportunity for talented athletes and coaches like these to then obviously to link up with the federations to play in club sport, and then ultimately to become a Springbok.
And you can see that line, and that's what I love about that. When you arrive at a championship like this, because you are dominant, and I would imagine you're dominant throughout your year, and then you get now everyone else is there, all the best of the best of the best. When you can be a part of a tournament like that, what is that experience like?
It will be amazing, first of all, and it will be a great opportunity for me to go far with my future and for chasing my dreams and just express that feeling, that motivation that I can do it.
And you prove it. That's the beauty of sport, is that you've got a living working case model right in front of you as I get blinded by the silverware in front of us. There is something that happens on the field and something that happens off. Within women's rugby, you've needed to generate a lot of that energy yourself because there hasn't been a huge amount of support. What do you want to say to the rest of South Africa when you look at your players, when you see what they achieve in the space with the little that you get to launch forward? What should we be investing in women's rugby? Why is this such a powerful thing, do you think?
There's a lot of opportunity for the girls out there. And looking at the mindset, so all they need is the support from the right people. Grind, work hard in recovery, especially when it comes to after-game matches. The recovery is very much important.
Look after yourself.
Yeah.
And these are young bodies, but they are pretty much playing at a very high, near professional level, which is phenomenal to me. Claude, we don't think about what goes on behind the scenes. When you win an administrative award, when you tick that box, that's got to be a massive, massive validation. But what does it take to get that right? Because I'm sure it speaks very much to the success on the field.
Firstly, the Department of Culture and Sport, we are massively proud of that award.
Well done.
Second year in a row we won it as well. Lots of hard work, months and months of planning, making sure that when the athletes compete, that they don't have to worry about anything. So we obviously make sure that the registration of the players are done properly. The players are verified to make sure that they're in the proper age group, so we don't have issues with disqualifications.
And that can break a young athlete.
Oh, definitely.
That can break a young athlete.
But we have a massive team. We have a chef de mission, Mohammed Lut Groenewald, lots of experience. He pulled the team together as well. We had, as far as administration, we have Berenice Thomas, who's one of our colleagues, that made sure that our files were in order. And there's a lot of compliance checks when you compete at a national level. Because Western Cape, we always, we try our best, but remember the other provinces are as competitive as what we are.
Sure.
So we need to make sure that our admin is right.
Every box is ticked.
So we don't have an issue. And then there's obviously other planning as well. We've got a massive support team. We've got Marlene Peterson, who works in the background, making sure that our flights are sorted out, accommodation, transport,
the devil is
catering.
in the details, yeah.
So that once the learners or the athletes leave to compete at the national championship, all that they have to worry about is winning and enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
But behind the scenes, as far as admin is concerned, there's a lot of compliance. And it takes months and months of meticulous planning and execution to make sure that all our ducks are in a row.
Commitment.
That the teams are registered, the coaches are qualified, because there are certain minimum requirements. The managers that are appointed by the federations, that they have the compliance checks. So one of the important things for us is safeguarding of children in sport.
For
So we need to make
sure.
sure that every official, including myself, that we have police clearance.
You are
that
vetted and you are the
everything.
right person for the job. Well, clearly, everyone in this framework definitely is. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. I look forward to interviewing the two of you for the next 20 years, I think, as you keep coming back. It's unbelievable to see success like this play out on every level of the sport, not just in one sporting code, not just on admin, not just on the field, but in every way. Well done. Can we get another round of applause? We've got a bit of a studio audience now. Well done, Robert.
Oh man, I love how the studio audience showed up to, of course, celebrate excellence.